The Thunder back at home for 2 quick games leading into the All-Star break, a stretch of 3 games in 4 nights. I've got Aaron Wiggins alongside me as OKC is going to host the New Orleans Pelicans. But, Aaron, I got to ask you about Saturday night in Memphis. You go off for a career-high 8 made threes. Just tell me about that performance and the way that you were able to get those looks throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, just felt good, man. My teammates kept finding me after I hit a couple shots early, and they kept just kind of encouraging me and giving me confidence. So just wanted to continue to play, aggressive with, the mindset to kind of hunt good shots, and, it all worked out.
I know scoring is just one aspect of your game, but in the month of February, you're averaging 23 points a game. I mean, just pretty sensational averages for you across the board, efficiency across the board. What is the feeling right now in terms of just either the rhythm that you're in, the quality of the looks that you're getting, and what's coming for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a combination of a lot of things. We have a really good team all around, and, high IQ guys who understand spacing, who understand just a number of things, and there's a lot of opportunities to kind of score in different facets, so that kind of contributes to, the averages as of recently, but, just playing confident, having fun, out there playing loose and free, and, it's kind of helping, so playing well.
I don't think anybody would have thought this about you, but there are some players in this league whose head would have gone into the clouds after a 41-point night like you had to start off this month. Was there anything, though, that you took from that game, getting 41 points and having that night that was so special, that you've actually been able to build upon, or something that you kind of use as maybe a step stool for yourself here?
Yeah, a number of things, man. In the offensive half-court set and transition, just some of the opportunities that can kind of be created with the ball in your hands and without the ball in your hands. There were some things that I saw in that game that kind of, I was able to take with me going into the next games, and I'll continue to just kind of, take note as we continue to move forward. So there's a lot that you can kind of learn from in those games where, you play well and you try to carry them on.
You've done a great job in the starting lineup here recently, off the bench as well. A lot of times you're in that kind of second unit where you have opportunities to play make alongside Isaiah Hartenstein, alongside J-Dub. How critical do you view that aspect of your role of being able to beat guys off the dribble and get into the teeth of the defense?
Yeah, I mean, being a player, you want to go out there and be respected as a player. So going out there, whether it's shooting off the catch or driving off the catch or playing with the ball in my hand sometimes, just want to be respected, want to go out there and help my team win.
As you turn the focus from the Memphis game where you guys played great, it was kind of the 1 versus 2 in the Western Conference. You have a New Orleans team who's just had a season that's been totally up in the air, in flux, and they've got guys coming in and out of the lineup. They've made some trades. How do you all digest kind of what they're coming into the game bringing?
Yeah, I mean, not focusing so much on, the team we're playing or, what it looks like for them, but trying to focus on ourselves, making sure that we're pushing ourselves to be better, night in and night out. We're trying to prepare for something bigger. So outside of the 52nd, 53rd regular season game, we want bigger and we want more. So just trying to make sure that we're focusing on ourselves and getting better.
All right, thank you very much, Aaron. Good luck out there tonight.
Thank you.
That's Aaron Wiggins. I'm Nick Gallo. This is Thunder Basketball.
He's been confident throughout this whole thing.
Has any manner changed since he got close to coming back? He's going through scrimmages. How have things changed for him from that standpoint?
From what I've been seeing, it's been from the last couple weeks of him coming back was him just calling out everybody to play him one-on-one and play pickup after practice, or I got a week left, let's play pickup when I'm back, and just things like that. That's just a confident player in Chet that just always wants to compete.
I guess he did play some before when you guys were together before, but now with Hartenstein, he is going to be forward when he plays with him. What does Chet, the power forward, look like, and I guess what do you think that takes him to make that look good and make that work?
I think nothing changes from his game. I think that he's still the same player. He's an outside guy that can cause havoc on the outside and inside. He protects the rim on the defensive side. He roams. He can switch 1 through 5. Chet's just a versatile player that can do a lot. So I think there's not going to be much different than what we've already seen before. And I think if you ask Chet, he would tell you that he's a guard more than a center. So I think he likes it.
He says 1 through 5?
I think he can. Me personally, I think he can.
Mark likes to say that that's like a myth that nobody really switches 1 through 5. Dub is one of the guys who switches 1 through
5. I would say Chet switches 1 through 5. I would say that.
How long do you think it's going to take before he kind of shakes off the rust? I mean, missing 39 games, out timing, things like that to get all that back.
I have no idea. That's more of a check question. But from what I see him putting in the work. I see him practicing with us and getting up his post fades and things that he likes to do. So I wouldn't be surprised if Chet is back to normal Chet as soon as tonight.
Mark has talked about when defending a guy like Zion, who's kind of in the same mold as like a Giannis in terms of the pressure he puts into the paint, of just like kind of the attitude that you guys have to have. What does that look like for you all tonight in trying to wall off the paint?
Yeah, when we play against great guys that put a lot of pressure on the rim, it's always our defense against them. It's never one-on-one. Can one guy stop their guy? It's always our defense, our loads, our help, our shows, whatever it is against their guy. So as long as we go out there and play as a team, I think that's going to give us the best chances.
There'd be a lot of guys in this league who, after going for 40, would kind of lose their minds, get their head in the clouds. What have you seen from Aaron to be able to actually kind of seriously build on that performance and get even more consistent here over the last few weeks?
Yeah, Wiggs has always been a confident player to me. Since I got here, Wiggs was kind of the guy when I wasn't playing and I was sitting on the bench. He was the guy that I was talking to, and he was just telling me, like, be patient, your time's gonna come, like, you're gonna get opportunity. And just Wiggs has always been this confident player that when he checks in the game, he's going to do what he's supposed to do, and he's going to play his game. So just seeing him with the opportunity, seeing him get these points and getting the recognition that he deserves, it's been amazing, and I'm happy for him.
Jaylin, in that game on Friday, you played next to Chet a little bit. You guys only did that a tiny bit last year. What's it like for your game to play next to another big?
Yeah, it's amazing. Being able to know that a guy can drive past me or that I'm gonna have somebody waiting at the rim just to block anything that comes down there, it's amazing. It feels like it's like a safety blanket just down there at all times. And Chet's such a force on both sides of the ball. It helps on both sides.
Sometimes he'll be a ball handler in pick and roll. Is there anything different when you're screening for a player of his size, his talents, compared to like a Shea or somebody that's smaller?
Yeah, a lot of times when it's a big screen, other teams will switch it. So it's different things you got to look at. If I know that if a guy's switching, I got to get out earlier. It just really depends on who's guarding who's guarding me, how they're going to guard it. So it's a lot of different aspects going into it.
I don't know that you have like even an opinion on this, but like it feels, especially as of late, like Shea has like his version of a rip through move, like the stuff that gets or should get calls. And he's hit those shots recently, but like continuation has felt like, I don't know, very arbitrary lately. Like there's no real definition of continuation. Have you had any opinion on that as to why maybe some of those don't count?
I have no idea. I'm just happy that we're on the side of it, of whatever happens if we get to the free throw line, if we're not. I think at the end of the day, we're just trying to play basketball. And if it comes with their guys playing physical defense where we can draw fouls, then that's what happens. But I have no idea with the calls. I'm not the one doing the sweep through, so I can't tell you at all.